found the smallest butterfly. It's not a piece of dust on my hand, but a tiny little butterfly. I don't know if you can see. It flew on my hand. So you saw it flew away. Day 2 of my trek of Kumano Kodo. And yesterday, doing just the initial day, my backpack felt way too heavy. So I've inquired into a possibility of having part of my luggage being transferred to my next destination, which could be 8 hours away. So I separated, and this is being packed and delivered, and I'm just gonna carry. This is the least of most essentials that I could think of I will need. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. Hello, this is Wandergirl, sharing with you glimmers of my day 2 trek of Kumano Kodo, where I started in Takahara and arrived after a long day to Chikatsuya. and that's where I am right now. I had a nice bath, nice tea. As you can see, I'm wearing yukata, and I feel like I'm ready for rest. But let me just tell you a little bit, a recap of my day, and you will see it through the videos and photography that I will be sharing with you in silence. Definitely after yesterday, I realized that my backpack is way too heavy. And I knew that if I can just offload my backpack, my experience today can be different, especially knowing that today's distance, it's more than 10 kilometers with significant elevation gain and elevation loss. So the elevation gain was over 600 meters and elevation loss about more than 640 meters. So today was somewhat, I felt it in my heart, like cardiovascular. For the most part, after initial ascents, there were more descents. So I felt it in my legs quite a bit. I asked Gian in the place where I stayed if he could help me, and he arranged a driver to deliver a bag of the stuff that I didn't need for the trek to my place here in Chikaguya. And it was worth $30, and it's life. It's just, you know, I think about that backpack philosophy when it comes to not only trekking but life. Like, how much do I need in my backpack, whether it's in my everyday life or whether I'm trekking? And I just realized that even though I felt like I didn't have much, maybe it was 15 pounds, at least 50% makes a difference when it's lighter, and 50% of the things I didn't need. So then I wanted to relate this to what goes in my backpack in my everyday life. What is it that I absolutely need? And what are some of the things that I can offload? I don't need to carry because they are not mine to carry. And how is it for me to be every day with my backpack being lighter and having only what I need? The more I have, the more I have to worry about, the more I have to take care of it, the more I have to attend to it. And a lot of those things are not necessary. So, yeah, what goes into your backpack? And what is it that you can offload to make space so it feels lighter? And when you backpack, it's lighter. You have a greater capacity to appreciate things, to be in a present moment, and endure more. So I was grateful for that. The place where I stayed last night was magnificent. I had a chance to meet a few people, fellow travelers, a son and a father traveling, and two brothers traveling. And I appreciate the meaningful conversations. Maybe we'll meet again, maybe not. With the lighter backpack, what brought me hope was I found a feather on the road, and I felt it was a good omen. And then I met a local person as I was leaving Takahara, and we talked a little bit, and she said, today it's gonna be better. Yesterday she said, when she does that face, she said it's like really hard. She said, today it's gonna be much nicer. So the feather plus her words was like, okay, it's gonna be a good day. As I was, it took me about 7.5 hours, but people I didn't meet a lot of people on the trek, maybe 6 or 7 people. All of them, they passed me by, and I was okay with that. Because I remember Orianka telling me, Pole Pole, just take it easy, as we were climbing Kilimanjaro. That was our mantra, Pole Pole, slowly, slowly. And, oh, it's an announcement for dinner. But I'm gonna finish the video and have a nice dinner. And I'll definitely share maybe a picture of what I'm having to eat today. Also, as I was trekking today, I heard Jack telling me, like, be yourself, Mom, like, you know, you do you. And my pace, no matter how slow it was my pace. If I wanted to sit on a bridge and look at the river, I did that. If I wanted to look at the lizard or frogs, I did that. I also appreciate the shoes that Nomad got me, super important. And words from my dad that, like, I'm gonna make it, and if I don't make it, I can give myself permission to stop. That's why it's called a pilgrimage. So blessed by the people in my life. There was a little lake that I saw with beautiful reflections of trees and spider webs. Just reading some of the stories and tales. There was one of Fujiwara Monetada that he traveled on that trek in 1109. It's crazy that how many people, how many pilgrims, warriors, scholars traveled. There are not many toilets, but the one that I found was super clean, and it has advanced decomposition system. One of the highlights, one of many, was bamboo forest, and I remember how we were hiking in Sapa with Jack, and we entered a bamboo forest, and we kind of lost sight of Jack for a minute, and the guide, she had a little bit of a panic attack because she thought that Jack was possessed by the spirits, but then we found him. And so when I think about the bamboo forest, how magical it is, I also think about the spirits. So I got to Chikatsuya, which I've learned it comes from a story of a man that was trying to make chopsticks, but he was making them not the way they are done now, but made out of grass. And when he saw the red grass and he saw like wetness on it, he wasn't sure if it's blood or dew. So Chikatsuya means blood or dew. And this is the name of the village where I'm staying. And as I entered the village, there was this beautiful butterfly that circled around me. The butterfly danced around me. And then when I looked at the sky, there was this beautiful bird, looked like a hawk, like a small hawk, a kite. I don't know what kind of bird it would be, circling above me. And I'm like, I'm not alone. And my trek was special because of that, because of how it started and how it ended. And today I'm just gonna have supper, take it easy. Maybe I'm gonna read a little bit of Haruki Murakami, Hard-Boiled Wonderland and the End of the World. That's definitely something I'm gonna continue reading when I come home. And with gratitude, sending you lots of love. With that, over and out.